Hi, Dan Hopper with RE/MAX Alliance and the Stop Foreclosure Institute of Westminster in Denver. Here for our weekly blog, and I want to elaborate on one of our blog postings that just took place the other day. And it's all part about avoiding a foreclosure. And one of the options that we will use to avoid a foreclosure is a short sale or a lender short payoff on the loan with that lender. Within that, anytime we sit down and discuss a short sale with a potential client, we really have to discover, is there a legitimate hardship? Do you really have a hardship that justifies you negotiating a short payoff on your loan so that you can move on with your future plans? Again, using a legitimate hardship is very, very important. And one of the things I wanted to just elaborate on is just one of the loans out there, and that's the FHA loan. FHA will have allow more legitimate excuses, hardships in your case, than maybe some of the conventional loans will. And they just do a better job of working with families that might have, as an example, you've got a divorce, of course. You've got job transfer, you have a loss of income, for whatever reason, a reduction in pay, 20%, 30%, or maybe you've had an increase in your utility bill. All of a sudden, it's 50, 60, 80%. Your water's up, your gas and electric's up, and you just can't make that payment. Those are sometimes legitimate reasons that FHA will allow a hardship in doing a short sale. Maybe you picked up a job that's 40 miles across town, and in order to get there, so that you don't have that kind of an 80-mile commute every day, you are allowed to negotiate a short payoff and go across town and acquire another property. But what's important with this, it's difficult to acquire another property unless you've never missed a payment. So what does that mean? What that means is, no, just because you're performing a short payoff doesn't mean you have to have missed payments. Granted, that happens in a lot of cases. People sometimes get to the notice of foreclosure. Well, how do you get there? 2, 3, 4, 6 months of missed payments. That's a different story. Short sale may be your only option in that case, and you've already impacted your credit by missing your payments. But there are legitimate hardship cases that you should never have to miss a payment. A military deployment's another good example. You're going to have to leave the military. Your pay may be impacted. Those type of things. You should be able to sell the property without ever missing a payment and without ever having the lender force you to miss a payment. FHA works better with you in that regard, but conventional loans will also work with you on these legitimate hardships as it pertains to never missing a payment. Anyway, I wanted to elaborate a little bit on our posting. Please jump on the blog site, www.denverstopforeclosureblog.com, and we'll post that website here on the YouTube so that you can write it down, and we'll post an email address so that you can send us an email too to discuss some things. Anyway, hope you have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week.